I'm gonna start this off by saying excuse me, because literally as soon as I sat down to film this, I got the hiccups. And it's fine. But if you watched what I uploaded Saturday, which is today, as I'm filming this, you will see the little lighthouse thingy I got, and look at it on. It's on my vanity right now. It's gonna be on my nightstand soon. But today, in honor of it being almost the end of the year, like October is ending. This is the last week of October. We're gonna do my 10 before the end, the must reads before 2025. For the end of 2025 and the beginning of 2026. Excuse me. Now this feels very, not reminiscent, but interesting, because my first ever video on this channel was me filming the 25 books I wanted to read in 2025, and now I'm filming the 10 books I want to end 2025 off reading. So let's talk about my 10 before the end. Now I will say that quite a few of these, actually all of them except one, are placeholders because they relate in somehow to one of the books I want to read, because I just don't buy a lot of books in advance before I read them. I kind of like, once I buy it, I'm gonna read it within like a week. Other than a few books on my TBR, but here are the ones I really want to read. We're going to start off with the placeholder of The Lightning Thief, and this is for Percy Jackson's Greek Heroes. I'll put it somewhere on the screen. If you don't know, I'm a writer. I wrote a Greek mythology-based fantasy book, and I read the first book in this little like duet of Percy Jackson writing these little summative stories about Greek myths. The first one was Percy Jackson and the Percy Jackson's Greek Gods. I found it really interesting and really fun, and just a fun little way to freshen up while I was editing, like refresh my brain. And so I want to read the next one. The next one is Frostbite, the second book in the Vampire Academy series. I read Vampire Academy and absolutely loved it. It is such a good little romantasy, not really romantasy, but fantasy. It's very fun, very enjoyable. I had a really great time with it, and I can't wait to continue the series with Frostbite. I don't have a lot of notes. I will talk about this book in my reading wrap up for October. It'll come out, I think, Saturday. I'm supposed to post this on a Tuesday. Whether or not that actually happens, or this might end up getting pushed to next Saturday, this will either be posted the Saturday after reading wrap up. Okay. What day is that supposed to post? I feel like it's the Saturday. Ooh. No. It's the 8th. This is going to come out on the 8th of me talking about my feelings about this book. I have everything written down in my Apple Calendar. The next one we have is Crescent City. This is one of the ones that I'm going to order soon, and maybe this one, but there are three books out of this list that I have in my thrift books cart. I might add this one, the second book in that series, but the Crescent City first book is currently in my cart, and I'm very, very, very excited to read it. I cannot wait. I am very intimidated though, because it's a big book. It's a big book, but I've loved every other book I've read by Sarah. Not every other. There's been some books that I've absolutely despised from her. Let's be for real. But I've loved many from her. I feel like it can't be that bad. I've heard mixed reviews. Some people, like, I feel like there's no one that's normal about the series. They either absolutely love it or they absolutely despise it. There's no in between. So I'm gonna read it and form my own opinion, even though it's huge and I'm terrified. And then we're actually going to skip the one that isn't a placeholder and go on to The Things Gods Break Now. I'm holding The Games Gods Play, which is the first book in this series. The second book, The Things Gods Break, I recently started. And while I did, this is one of my, 6-star reads. I love this book. While I did remember big plot points and the main thing that happened, I started reading it, and I feel as though my reading experience would be better if I reread this book. So I am going to reread this and then go on to the second book. So technically, join them as one, and this is on my 10 before the end, because I need to read the second book in this in this trilogy This is an amazing little Greek mythology based book. It's a gorgeous book too, like physically stunning. So I'm gonna reread this and then go on to the second book. And then the only book that's not a placeholder, we have Half a Soul by Olivia Atwater. I've owned this for a good bit, actually, like a good bit. I just keep getting really intimidated to start it, but I am going to soon. I don't know why I'm intimidated. It's not that it even has that much of hype. I look at it and I'm like, oh, I really want to read this. And then I put it down. That happens every single time I try to read this book. Every time. Now, let's go to the ones that I do not have anything, like, placeholding for. First, we have Mother of Death and Dawn. I do have a book I could placehold for that. Where is it? It's literally in the stack next to me. We have Mother of Death and Dawn. I have Serpent the Wings of Night, the first book, because it's also by Carissa Barba, and it's by the same author. She's my queen. I love her. Actually, there's another one I could scoot away. Keep scooting. Okay. I didn't scoot very far, but Mother of Death and Dawn is written by the same author of The Serpent and the Wings of Night. I love Carissa Barba, and she's literally my queen, but the thing is, this is my last book I have to read by her. I've read her whole other backlog, whole other backlist, everything. Her new release, everything. And I've loved everything. There's not been a single release where I've looked at it and been like, I did not like that. Everything. I love everything she writes. And I'm terrified because she's also dragged me out of many reading slumps, many fantasy slumps. She's dragged me out of it all. And so every time I go to pick it up, I'm like, I need to savor her work. And I cannot let this be, I can't read my last book by her. But we need to do it. We need to bite the bullet. I need to know how the story ends because the way the second book ended. Oh my god. That's another reason why I've been putting it off, because I just know I'm going to be in pain. I just know it's going to hurt. But we must do it. And the next one I want to reread is The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. Now, with this, I also want to reread, I think, is The Magician's Nephew? I think. Where is it? They're written down somewhere in here. At least they're supposed to be. What? Yes. The Magician's Nephew. I want to reread that one first, probably because I want to reread it in chronological order. I think that would be really fun. But The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe is top priority because I want to read that one for Christmas time. The books I have ordered are the omnibus, y'all know what I mean, of the Chronicles of Narnia series, Crescent City, and The Outsiders. I re-entered a lot of my eras over, my dog made a weird noise, over the past month. One was my Narnia era, and now I'm full on back into my Outsiders era. I rewatched Prince Caspian movie. I'm gonna reread the whole thing, starting this year and then going on next year, but I'm rereading Outsiders. I'm doing it because I love this. I will say, I'm Dally Winston girl. I know, I would hate that man in real life. So for like probably in real life, in real life, I would try to stay away from this literal gang. I know, but in real life, I'd probably be like either Soda or Johnny girl, but fictionally, I love the Traumatized Bad Boy. That's the one I'll always go for when I'm looking at a fictional text. Like in the movies, I like Edmund. But, which feels weird to say, because when I started liking Edmund, I was younger than Edmund but the actor, when he was acting as Edmund, and I think the second and third movie is my age. I need to like cut the Narnia phase because Because, like, I'm aging. Let me actually look it up. How old? I don't know how to spell his name, so. He might be younger than me. Oh, he's in the Prince Caspian. I just need to know his actor. I know he was technically 11, so not in the book. I like Scamander. Scamander, I think that's how you say his name. And it's like 11. We're gonna, okay, so he's 34 now. What year? Filmed 2008. So he was 17 when they filmed the second movie, okay? Looking at the actor and not the character, the fact that the character is a child. Let's see what the... He was not 17. Hold on. No, he was 17. Am I doing the math right? Yeah, he was 17. Okay, so 2025 minus 2010 to see how old he was. Okay, so that's 15. So 34 minus 15. 34 minus 15. Why can't I not do math? I can't do it. He was 19. I completely just like... Okay, anyway. Going away from the fact that I think Scamander, when he was young, was really attractive. Separate actor from the character. Or, like, book from show. Book from movie, because they're, like, I think they're older. I think the show has them old, or the movie has them older. I don't know. All I know is that Scamander's attractive, okay? Okay. But I soon need to get over that, because I'm getting old. It's still older than me, okay? Next year, no, in like 2 years, I'm not going to be able to say he was Guillaume Prince Caspian. But I'm 16 right now. It's okay. Moving on. I really wanted to reread The Outsiders. I also want to read the other books, because I know she has other books published in the same world as this. And Matt Dillon is in all of them. Okay, anyway. They're all attractive. They're all hot. Except for Steve. I'm not a Steve and 2-Bit girl. Steve's okay. 2-Bit, no. 2-Bit? Am I calling him the wrong thing? All I've been seeing is, like, sad edits on my TikTok right now. Like, it's bad. It's bad. Okay, I'm not okay. I'm not okay. Anyway, moving on from that rant that y'all didn't need to hear. Derry's hot too. My friend was obsessed with him for like 2 years, like a year after, because we read it in 8th grade. I remember, like, my English teacher was so entertained. She was so entertained. No, but, like, imagine being in 7th grade or 8th grade English teacher, just continuing on the cycle of showing that book to children. And then the movie. Anyway, we need to move on. This is just going to become like an outsider's appreciation video instead of what it's actually supposed to be. This is what happens when you get me started on the things I am hyperfixating on at the current moment. Now we have 2 hockey romances. It's hockey season. I'm going to read a hockey romance. Then we have Face Off. That's the first book. I think that's by Chelsea Curto. I mixed them up. Okay. Face Off by Chelsea Curto. I'm really excited to read this. I've heard it's like a rivals to lovers. Someone said it was enemies to lovers, but I think it's hate to love. Enemies to lovers cannot exist in a romance. I almost said romantasy. Romantasies don't do it right half the time. But my dog is being very odd right now. I'm excited to read it. I've heard a lot of praise about it. So I'm very, very excited for it. And then we have Rival Darling. This is by Alexandra Moody, I do believe. I've heard praise. Like, again, all I've heard is praise about this. That's why it's on this TBR, is because all I've heard is praise. I'm very excited. This is obviously a rival. Like, what I've heard is that her boyfriend number one, okay? He cheated on her, and he was a hockey captain. And so she's, like, slashing his tire, and the captain of the rival team comes and he's like, what'd the car do to you? Like, da, 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 da. And I'm pretty sure he helps her destroy the car after. And he's apparently like a bad boy, but he's very soft for her and very like sweet with her. I like that. I am really excited for that. I think I've gone over them all. I have gone over them all. And I hope you enjoyed my Narnia rant. Again, just in case I get called weird. Not into any character from the book. Like, reading the books, I feel like the books and the movies, another tangent, guys. The books and the movies of this series are so different. They're so different. I love them both equally for different reasons. Like, me in my 8th grade, my 7th and 8th grade English teacher, the one who, like, introduced me to Matt Dillon. Love her for that. She was interesting. What was I saying? I had a discussion over this. She likes the movies better than the books. I honestly think I agree. Sometimes I like them both for different reasons. Like, the books are amazing, but I'm gonna be honest, the movies, I don't think they can compare. I love them both, though. I really do. Little map. I'm not sure. They don't sell this print version anymore. At least I don't think they do. I got this when I was about like 4th grade. I think. Yes, I was in 4th grade. No. Yeah. I was in 4th grade. Was I? 4th or 6th. I can't really remember either way. So, like, either 4 years ago or 6 years ago. Okay. Good minute away. They don't sell this print version anymore. At least most places I go don't sell it. Why is there 2? So I genuinely got a little bit confused when I saw the signature. I was like, do I have a book signed by C.S. Lewis that I bought in Barnes and Noble in Johnson City, Tennessee? No, I'm pretty sure it's just standard for this print edition to have that. I don't know, if it's not, I can sell that for. Anyway, let's finally cut the discussion. Scavander, I hope I'm pronouncing his name right. Cute as fuck when he was a kid, okay? Not when he was a kid. When he was a teenager. When he was my age. When he was the same age as me, except for like a year or 2. A year or 3 older. Okay? Get it right. The book characters are children. Because it's a middle grade series. So are the rest of them. All the greasers. Hot. Okay. And I'm very excited to read these next 10 books in 2025. Soon. I think like next month. I'm not sure. The little like thingy that I have all my videos planned on is on my phone, and I'm recording on my phone. So I couldn't really tell you. I don't know, Bucko. Anyway, so those are the books I went to read in a little bit of the year. Yeah, I'll talk to you later. Bye.